Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We are joined by Matt Stock and Sonie Johnson. So good to have you here. It is CharliFest.
It is
coming up.
CharliFest, yes.
This is the
Very
second
soon.
annual CharliFest.
Yes.
Coming up on November 2nd. And this is such an extraordinary event. This is like a Hilton Head festival that is not to miss, but the story behind it is amazing, heartbreaking, but fabulous that so much good has come from it. Communities coming together. Tell us a little bit about the event that's coming up and tell us how it sort of came to be. Tell us about Charlie.
Well, Charlie is definitely the epitome of the island girl.
Yeah.
She is an amazing little girl. She'll always, her legacy will live on through all of us because she was a big, huge part of this community, and so were her parents, and they still are.
Yeah.
And in the wake of the tragedy,
Passing at age 11.
Yes,
Right.
she passed at age 11.
Age 11. It was in the news. There was this horrible thing. Yes. She, accident on 278.
Yes.
She was walking her dog. Terrible.
Mm-hmm. So in the wake of the tragedy, about 4 days after, her love for music and critters, I just had this idea to create, an event that would raise money for her charity in her honor and to continue with her legacy.
Yeah. And you all teamed up with the Community Foundation of the Low Country.
Yes.
She has a fund.
Correct.
It's
the Charlie's Critter Fund.
Charlie's Critter Fund.
Under the Naturalist Program.
So awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the event. I mean, tell us about the food vendors. It's going to be great food there.
Well, it's going to be a new location this year. It's located in Coligny Plaza in the large lot, which is right between Fish and Skillets. So the Coligny restaurants have generously donated staff and time, and they're each going to be having a slider tent. So you have the Lucky Rooster Market Street, Fish, Big Bamboo, Skillets, a couple other restaurants will each be presenting a signature slider, and the sliders are actually going to be included with the price of admission this year while supplies last.
$10 to get in.
Yeah, $10 and it goes right to the fund.
Yes,
now
and
we are
12,
expecting high volume.
Yes, and children under 12 do get in free.
Correct.
Okay, so high volume, of course there's going to be high volume. What are you kind of projecting? Like, a restaurant sort of needs to know what to prepare,
We feel like near 1,000 guests, I believe,
yeah.
right, Sonie?
Yeah. Well, 800 to 1,000.
I'm
sure.
Which would be great.
I think that's conservative.
We want more. We want as many as
we want as many as
can possibly come. Yeah.
And what I love about this story is this is just so typical of our community here. We have such an engaged community. Mm-hmm. We circle the wagons.
Absolutely.
We circle the wagons around our people here.
Sure.
There's going to be an amazing music lineup as well. Tell us about that. Everybody's donating. These are the restaurants and musicians
last
are donating.
Year, Sonie did such a good job on the fly of getting some of the island's really best musicians together. And with having the time and the foresight this time to put together a bigger staff and more time to communicate, we have approximately 20 acts. Yes. And like we were discussing before.
Is this one main stage?
There will be two stages.
Two stages?
Mm-hmm.
2 stages.
That is a lot to coordinate. Oh my gosh.
One focusing on larger bands, two focusing on sort of singer-songwriter oriented acts, but some of the island's best. It starts right out in the beginning of the day at noon with Sound Boy, which is a reggae band comprised of 5 of the island's most accomplished musicians, all from other projects. That started as a side project, became a big thing. People will see Groovetown Assault, they'll see Native, they'll see 4 Piece and a Biscuit reunited, and the show will wrap up with Cranford Hollow at the end. So really good bookends on the show.
Yeah.
Lots of live bands and lots of solo artists sort of going in between the live sets by the larger bands.
And so it's totally family friendly.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We're going to have lots of things for the children. We'll have hula hooping. We'll have face painting. We're going to have a picture of Charlie where their kids can take pictures. We're also going to have a collage that is going to be made from feathers and wings with her picture in it. So once we do that, we will put it into a frame and donate that to Coligny.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Very cool.
So we're going to have a lot of things there for the kids, and they get to, for like $1 a feather, they get to actually place the feathers on the collage to create it.
Oh, that's so cool.
And we'll also have the silent auction, of course.
Yeah,
that's
tell us about that, and tell us about how to get involved in that. Are you still taking donations for the silent auction?
We're still kind of collecting a few. We're almost at the very end. We got about a week out, and we're going to shut down collecting items.
Okay.
So we have gotten some great things. We've got everything from a week stay at one of the resorts here on the island to a round of golf at Long Cove. We've got.
Is it all bid online?
No, actually, we were going to do it online, but we just decided to do it like we did last year.
Love it, right there in, live in person.
And so we're going to have it all lined up on the table. You come and bid, and at 3 o'clock we're going to shut down the silent auction, and everyone come and get
Come around and
yes.
see who won what.
Absolutely.
CharliFest, thank you so much for keeping this legacy alive. And anybody who might not have known Charlie, you'll get to know her at this event.
Absolutely.
November 2nd at Coligny, $10 goes right to her fund.
Yes.
Thank you all for being with us
Thank
today.
you so much. We appreciate
And
it.
We will be right back with more Talk of the Town.